Hi, I'm Steve. I'm just going to do you a quick review on the Super Mini. It's 306C I think they call it, but it's a 306 anyway. Comes in a box like that. It looks like that, so it's pretty much it looks like a normal cigarette, and it's about the same size as well. I don't think it's much bigger. Might be a couple of millimeters bigger. But this is the first one I ever got. Got this one, but I ordered about 3 different e-cigarettes at the same time, and this come first. But yeah, it gives you like a beautiful vapour. It gives off plenty. It gives actually loads of vapour. I think your 306 is made by the same people that make your 510. So it's a good atomizer on it. It's an exposed atomizer like that. Unlike your 510, which is well, it's down inside. All that element there is actually down inside your atomizer. But yeah, it's a good e-cigarette. That, I mean, it's perfect for someone who's like just starting out vaping. Just actually, a lot of people who well, I gather that a lot of people who stop smoking and want to start vaping are more interested in something that looks like that. Just probably offer its novelty at first until, I don't know. But I mean, when I go out, I'm not really bothered about having something that if I go to a pub or if I go to a restaurant or pictures or wherever, I don't really want an e-cigarette that looks like a cigarette, because not so much at management or whether you can say it's not a cigarette, blah blah blah, but people around, they're going to just be looking, aren't they? They're not going to be saying anything to you, and they'll be like, management then are going to get pissed off with you, aren't they? Because they're going to be like getting people who, he's smoking over there, because it does look like a cigarette, and you can't tell the difference because it's automatic. So yeah, but as soon as you take a drag, I think in this one it's more of a microphone, so you can actually, I think you can tap this. I think you can tap it anyway, and it goes off vibrations or whatever. Like, I don't think it's actually like stuck in air through it that actually sets it off. But maybe, obviously it does, but not to the point where you're sucking air through and that activates the switch. I think it's like vibrations from air going through it activate it, but I'm pretty sure of that actually. But yeah, I mean, you take that off, so you've got your cartridge there, and what you do, if you buy some juice, because they also sell juice, they're all different flavours and whatnot, you can get different flavoured juice and stuff, and all you do is get a paper clip, poke it through, and this will pop out, and that is what you've got to fill up. So I mean, I think you get 5 cartridges with all different strengths of with your actual kit. You get 2 batteries in your charging kit and all that, and yeah, you just pop a couple of drops in that to top it up, or if you're actually emptying it out or whatever. I mean, I don't really vape this no more. I'm more into other devices and stuff like that, but when I first got it, it was brilliant. Like, it vapes really well, and it actually did its job. I actually stopped smoking on this one, but yeah, so you've topped it up. Hold on, I'll show you again. I'm rabbiting, aren't I? Yeah, so you got that. I topped it up with a couple of drops. I mean, you can just vape it till it's empty and then top it up. I think it takes about 7 drops, and then just push it with corner right down to the bottom. Make sure it's right down to the bottom. That's it. And then you're on it again, like, and you get rubber stoppers for these, so you plug your stopper in, and that stops all your juice escaping and whatnot. So you can actually carry these around with you if you're going out for a drink into town and stuff like that. But yeah, they're very novelty like these ones, because I mean, ones that I take out now, I don't get everyone running up to me and, oh, what's that? How can you get away with that? And this, that, and other, as having to explain it every 5 minutes. But this one, that really does get people's attention, because they are like, what the fuck? They don't know what you've got in your hand. Like, obviously, it looks like a cigarette, but you're smoking it inside, and the people can't like understand how you can get away with it. But so, I mean, I actually went into a pub once with my girlfriend. sat down having a drink, and I actually went up to the landlady. She was lovely, like, and I says, do you know, I goes, I've got an electric cigarette here. I goes, am I alright to smoke it? Have you heard of them? And she goes, actually, love, I've heard of these electric cigarettes. Yeah, I've seen one before. She goes, yeah, you're alright, don't worry about it. And we were in countryside, so they were all like locals in pub and that. So I'm just sat there having a drink and that. And then about 10 minutes later, she's come up to me, she's like, oh, thank you so much. She's like, you've just won me a £5. And I'm like, have I? And she goes, yeah. She goes, this guy at bar come up to the bar and said, he's smoking over here, him, like, so she's like, yeah, so what? And she's going, and he actually says to her, well, you're not going to let him stay in here smoking. And she's like, well, just this once I'm going to let him stay in. So yeah, it says to her, I bet you're 5 year done. She goes, alright, then shook his hand, and then she obviously come on to me and said, nice one, cheers for that, like. So, but she found it amusing anyway, but yeah, so just a little story for you, that. But yeah, it's a really good electronic cigarette, that. I really like it, it's a good one. So get yourself down to ecisdirect.com and get one, like, if you just, I don't know, if you're fancying something that actually looks like a cigarette and it vapes really well, and it's got a nice atomizer on it that actually pumps a lot of vapour out. It's a good one. Also, it's compatible with your 510, so I mean, like, can suppose direct drip with this one, but it's got an exposed atomizer, so you can only drip a couple of drips onto it. But I mean, if you want to be safe, because it's obviously a automatic battery, that, and they do have a hole in them. I'll show you. They do have a hole inside it there, so the airflow can go through it, and if you get juice in there, then your battery's going to be knackered after, well, they'll knacker up pretty quickly if you start getting liquid inside there. But I mean, like, since they're compatible with your 510, you can actually put your atomizer onto your 510, and if you've got a manual switch one, it'll be sealed on end there anyway, so you can drip, and you know, your mind can be at ease, because you're not going to destroy your batteries or anything like that. But yeah, that's about it really. They look like real cigarettes, don't they? Anyway, that's enough of that, I think. Yeah, I'll catch you later. Cheers.